Hello, it's Mohammed, Karem Mohammed Mохani from group P154. I will show today my work for task number 2.
So here, let's start first with the first script. It's array work. So we selected it here only, the array work. Let's check the script itself first. So here in the Visual Studio, we identified the arrays, public integer number, and the public string names, and the public game object. So we can find the game object we selected here, also the color. Okay. After that, in the void start, so it will be called first time before the first frame update. And here we print number for element number 2, and print names for element 0, and game object 1 will change their color to color number 2 as an element 2 in colors. So as we selected here, in our script, we identified element 0 as number 8, and identified element 1 as number 4 and element 2 as number 3. Also names, we put 3 different names. So Mохамед is element 0, Karem is element 1, and Мохани is element 2. And we identified the game object as cube is 0, sphere is 1, and cylinder is 2. And we changed the colors from the white to selected random colors, as red is element 3, and green is element 1, and blue is the element 2. So here, as in our script, we go to Visual Studio, we choose number 2 and name 0, game object 1, and the material color is 2. So when we run the script, it should choose this object, because when in our script we choose the element sphere as the element 1, and here element 2 is a blue, and it prints Mohammed because Mohammed is element number 0, and it prints number 3 because number 3 is element number 2 as we typed in the script. After that, we choose our next script, the for loop. So let's check the script itself first. This is the for loop. The for loop here is choose as an integer or int number I equal 1 and I is less than 0 and I plus plus. So it should print Mohammed. Okay, so when we go to run the script here and choose our console to see our script running, it should print Mohammed 5 times. Why it prints Mohammed 5 times? Because in our script we choose it as print 1 time. Okay, and so that means the name Mohammed will print it 1 time per frame update. Okay, and this is in function void start, so it should be printed 1 time. So choose here, we should print it as many times, and this times is less than 6 times, so it will print it as 5 times. Okay, we use here the for function. So next we check the next script is a while loop. While loop is the same as for loop, but with a different script typing. So let's check the difference. The while loop here is integrating number equals 0, so integrating I is 0, and the while is I is less than 5. So it will continue printing until it prints less than 5 scripts. And I plus plus, it means here it prints I or equal, so it will be less or equal than 5, so it prints 5 times. And the text printed is you are Mohammed. Let's test it here. Choose the console and run. So we should print you are Mohammed 5 times. Yeah, and that's what happened, so it's working. So let's check next our for each loop script. The for each loop here is to destroy objects, and we selected our objects here as an element, so the sphere and cylinder should be destroyed, like disappearing. So let's check our script. So here is the for each loop script. We here undefined the public integer as game object go. So here we undefined our game object go as our game object. So here we choose, like we said first, is the sphere and the cylinder. Okay, and we typed here as a for each game object store go in go. So the object we selected in go menu or go objects will be destroyed. So when we run the script, it should be disappear of this object. And yeah, they disappeared, and you shouldn't see it in this menu here. So if you see it here, it means it's hidden, not destroyed. Okay. And now let's check the next script. The script is switch case, and let's check the script itself. So there is our script here. So as first we identify this public int as control, okay, and we typed our script in vid update this time, so it will continue updated when we change it our elements or our numbers in this case. So here the switch control is in case number 1 if the game object find, so here we choose game object find. So here we let the script search for our game object, and in this line we choose cylinder. So when we find cylinder, it will change the material color to red, and here we'll find cylinder 2, okay, but in the case of number 2 or changing the element to 2 in control, so it will be changed to yellow color. And here in case number 3, it will change the material color to blue, will render to blue, and in the default it will be green color. Okay, so let's check our script here. Click run. So it changed to blue because we typed number 3 here. So if we remove number 3, it back to default, it will be green. Number 1, we search it for the cylinder and change it to red. Number 2, change the cylinder to yellow. And in number 3, it changed to the cube to red color because in our script we type it get component, not game object find. Get component, it means we'll choose the object that we attached our script to it. And in this case, we attached it to cube here. So it means it's working too. And now the script find object. So let's check the script itself first. So we go find object. It's so easy, by the way. First, we recognize rig body to public class and game object OPS. Here, the game object finds a cube, and makes that cube rig body. So we check the function rig body, okay, and make the gravity true. So if we go here and check the cube number 2, the rig body here, we unchecked the use gravity, so it now false. But in our script, we make it true. So we made it here as true. So it means instead of putting a check mark on gravity here, we type it in a script and check the mass to 5. So the weight is 5. So it should make the cube number 2 falls down when the script starts. Then we in OP we will hide the object. So find the object, our game object tagged with hide, and we make it active as false. False here, it means the game object will be hidden but will not be destroyed. And we can reactivate it while running the code, because the code here in the start, so it will be run one time, not updated with every frame. So let's check it. So when checked this function here, I made the cylinder to hide. So when we go to the cylinder, you should see tag is hide, and here the tag is hide, so it will be set this object to deactivate it as a false. Okay, and next we go to find object destroy. Find object destroy here, it means it will destroy this object tagged as destroy. So we couldn't run it again or couldn't activate this object again because it will disappear from our menu, from our scenes here. So it will removed from our scene and we couldn't activate it again. So in this case, I choose the capsule 1 and capsule 2 as destroy tag. So destroy tag and put it in destroy tag 2. So when we run this code here, it should make this cube fall down, make this cylinder disappear, but will continue, so it will hide it, but we can continue reactivate it again, and we'll make this 2 capsules destroyed. And we couldn't deactivate it again. We couldn't reactivate it again. So let's check our code. As you see, this cube has been fall down because the gravity is true, and you can show here the cylinder hide it, and we can reactivate it here. Okay, and the capsules we couldn't reactivate it because it's destroyed, and when you stop it will be back. Yeah, so our code is running. And finally, let's check our last code. So our last script is the color control and scripts control script. Let's check first the color control. The color control here script is only for identifying the public int as a score equal 10. So this script will be connected to the another script, scripts control. So when we go to scripts control, you can see here we didn't identify the public score here, but we identified in the last script. So here we identified the score equal 90. Okay, and the cube 2 will be changing the color to blue. So here it should identify the public int score 10 from the script color to here, and make the cube object change their color to 90, score 90, and the score 90 means that we will change the component render to color blue. So here it should change the color control script to score to 90, and it should change the cube color to blue. And let's check it again. In this case, when running the script, we should mark the two scripts at the same time as true, and we should attach the color script to the second object here. The color control is attached here, but it's not working, so it's false. So let's check our code. So as you recognized here, the cube is red, it's blue, and the cube 2 identified here as 90, not 10. And when we stop the code, it will be back again to 10.
And thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.